I don't know what's going on. I don't know. 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 I don't know.
Kered shoe does a poo in the loo on top of his own shoe.
So I keep a lot of things to myself, not just the bad, but also the good. And like with everything, this has both advantages and disadvantages. We don't want to burden others. We worry about what people may think, or we realize it's none of anyone else's business. And we feel guilty. We shouldn't celebrate because there's so much bad in the world. Similarly, we shouldn't feel sad because there's always someone who has it much worse than you. Perhaps the main disadvantage of keeping everything to yourself would be best understood through the painter analogy. If you paint something, but no one is there to witness your painting, does that painting really exist? Loneliness. Because of this, these days I try to be more open. Liar! Liar! You are such a liar! Stop lying, you lying piece of liar! Tell us what you know! You okay there, man? You know what? I'm sorry. That was totally uncalled for. I apologize, and I'll just walk myself out. Anyways, what I'm trying to say here is that I'm always stuck in my head, and I'm sure we've all done this before. It's when we sit there.
Actually, I'm standing in my closet right now recording this dialogue, lol.
And we overthink and overanalyze everything. And half the stuff you think about is often negative, unrealistic, and is never as scary as your mind makes it up to be. And even if the absolute worst happens, it's really not that big of a deal. It's not like on your deathbed, you're gonna say to yourself, I still can't believe that embarrassing moment during 26th of April 2016 at precisely 7:45 p.m. I farted. No, that's just ridiculous. Overthinking also makes my head constantly spin most of the time, and that probably explains why I talk really fast. Like, a lot of people told me that I talk really fast, and I'm like, what are you talking about? I've always talked this fast. Do you remember from high school? Do you remember from home? I always talk this fast. And actually, I don't actually talk this fast. I'm just exaggerating the point, but you may think, you use the audacity to speed up my voice right now, but no, I actually talk this fast, and I can talk this fast, and I tell people that I talk this fast. And guess what? I'm like, hey, Eminem, we should do a collaboration because I talk really fast sometimes, and I'm like, what? But I don't actually talk this fast in real life, because if imagine someone that talks this fast in real life, they won't take you seriously, and then we may think I'm insane, but I actually can talk this fast, and I do, and because my head's also spinning, and I'm talking really fast, I'm gonna wait a bit, I'm big, I guess I also subtly compare people because I go into this perfectionist mindset that is seen in society. Stuff like social media and media in general, where everything is made out to be perfect. And it's not like these things are fake, although let's be realistic, it's probably photoshopped and staged. What? It's often just the highlight reels. And I think it's very important to understand this, or you're gonna say to yourself, I don't understand. Is something wrong with me? And you start feeling left out. You start resenting people, often demonizing the sheep out of them, which is totally retarded and completely BS. More importantly though, you start to feel extremely bad about yourself, and you end up becoming a potato, doing absolutely nothing. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, no one is normal. The more people you meet, you realize how different and unique everyone is. And the more you get to know someone, you learn that everyone has problems and insecurities. So whether we drive a nice car, go to the gym, have a girlfriend/boyfriend, become a pro gamer, doctor, rich, famous, smoke, take MDMA, drink, post stuff on Instagram, reach a certain milestone, or make a dumb little gay-ass blatantly copied animation channel on YouTube, losers say what? What? We all have problems and insecurities.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that my favorite YouTube vlogger that I watch every night before I go to bed and touch myself has insecurities and problems?
Yes, that's precisely what I'm trying to say.
What about my family and friends?
Yes, they too have problems and insecurities.
Then are you saying that you, Kered, also have problems and insecurities?
What? No, that's just ridiculous. Why would you think that? I didn't say that. What are you talking about? I'm fine. I'm fine. No, really, I'm fine. Help me. So what helps me with being stuck in my head all the time and feeling like a potato is not only taking things like 7 notches down, however, talking, that is, communicating and interacting with people. By doing this, it forces you to be in the moment, although I do tend to sometimes space out, again probably because I'm overthinking situations. These include, but not limited to, text massage, TeamSpeak, YouTube, therapists, friends, your crush, acquaintances, cousins, family, relatives, co-workers, or even strangers. Actually, maybe not strangers. I mean, you can't just walk up to one and say, "Hey, what's the meaning of life?" This apparently is now a thing. Yeah, I'm just so behind, it's not even funny. Now, I do understand that there's always going to be miscommunication. Again, no one is perfect, and no one's going to tell you everything. We all have secrets. Tell us what you know! Besides, if there ever were perfect communication, life would be boring, and there wouldn't be TV shows like Modern Family and Arrested Development. I like it! With today's day and age, everything is quantified, and we engage in materialistic mindset. We must have more money, likes, status, subscribers, the latest iPhone. And sure, these are all cool if you had someone to share or show it to, but after a day, a week, a month, maybe a year or more, eventually the thrill wears off, and you'll be back to square one. Haha, classic joke. So what I'm trying to say here is that money or materialistic things cannot equate to true happiness. Bitch, please, give me $500 million and I'll show you how it's done. For this reason, I realized that nothing really matters but the relationships you have with other people. And food, of course, that too is pretty cool. We all have a limited amount of time, like it's already halfway through 2016, like it's actually crazy how time flies. Therefore, we shouldn't waste our time on worrying, overthinking, negative thoughts, or dwelling in the past. The fact is, you are just 1 in 7 billion people in the world, and we're just a tiny small dot in the galaxy, and nobody really cares or pays that much attention to you. Everyone just cares about themselves. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. We have to help ourselves in order to help others. Similarly, we have to love ourselves before we love others. But you know who will always care, pay attention, and love you? Yourself. What? No way, man. You cray-cray. We all have our own problems and insecurities. We all worry and turn into a potato sometimes. We are all on our own journey. You can never, ever know what someone is truly going through, and you can't really help them either. All you can do is just be there for them, and that makes all the difference. My name is Kered, and I'm a hypocrite. So please don't put me in a category, or I'm gonna come over to your house, 'cause I know where you live, and punch you in the throat.
And then you'll sound like this, and nobody will take you seriously when you sound like this. Or they might take you more seriously, 'cause you're Batman. I don't know where I'm going with this joke.
This video was just to get things off my chest at the current given point in time. The things I said in this video may or may not be true. There's simply no way of telling. Plus, everything I said in this video is easier said than done. But you know.